shot.
Years ago, the world trembled at the terror of Attila. Now, the terror is back.
I'm the creator of Attila Alive with Anthony Ferrante. Got a small part in it as well. It's my Orson Welles complex.
Captain, if you were in heavy battle and you knew you were going to have your dick shut off or lose your arm, which would you choose?
With Anthony, we sit down and we say, hey, what about kind of a mix between Predator and the Mummy? And so we came up with this concept of, a killer of Attila the Hun coming back and whacking people.
We had a really great group of stunt people on this movie. I mean, these movies can be quite difficult to pull off on the small budgets if you don't get the right people in there. And this movie is contingent upon a lot of impressive stunts. So not only did we have wire work and some rig pulls, but the other thing that we did is we purposely hired Sheikh Conago as our lead, because he's a fighter, and he has that sensibility and understands how to take a hit and how not to hit somebody. We also had Zin, who plays another character of the military, and he's a martial artist, and he can do a lot of amazing things. So once we had those two in place, we actually kind of designed some of the sequences around them and gave them more to do together, because you kind of get a 2-for-1. You got actors that can also do their own stunts.
I'm Sheikh Congo, and I played the character of Nomad. I can say all MMA fighters can do the kind of role, so it just depends. If you're pretty goofy, you have to, if you like to mess around, with friends and people, that's really good. That's really good to interpret it, that role, and be confident either way.
The makeup is one of the, that's when I start thinking of movies like this. That's how that's when I start to get excited about what they're gonna do with wounds and knives sticking out of people, and they've been great, and it's looked fantastic. Some things are very subtle, just from being very tired or a little bit hungover, to head gashes, and so far everything's looked excellent. And we have a great crew here, so we're in good hands.
Playing the problems we create on him, we go afterwards.
I've done a lot of different horror films, and this is the second one for Asylum, and I really like them because they make these things like, once a month they do a film, and it's really great because it gives an actor a great place to learn how to work in front of a camera, and that's important. It just gives you lots of good experience, which you don't get everywhere all the time.
By God, you want something done, you send in the best, huh?
As far as preparation, because I've done a few things and I have some buddies in the military, and I think I've done a little bit of practice when it comes to proper holding of a weapon and proper way to enter a room and just eye contact and stuff of that nature. So I guess I just go back in my own head and say, what did I do last time? And then there's always something cool that you can do in the one you're working on. So calling upon past roles where I've played this is usually the best way to do it.
I'm a glutton for movies. You tell me to direct a Martin Scorsese-like movie about gangster, I do it. A killer from Attila the Hun, I do it. A documentary, which is sometimes what I do with Sean Stone about humanitarian issue, I do it. I think when you're a director, you're a director of life, of anything. It's all about a good story and a good storyline and good characters.
it's been really good. It's been a lot of fun. Nice. They're very open, honest, nice people. They're not crabby. They're not mean. You know, that kind of stuff. Where I've been on sets like that, where you get, you know, crew is like really mad and angry because not here. It's not like that. They're very nice. They're fun to work with. That makes the whole experience a lot of fun.
Yeah, I guess it's okay. Hey, Emmanuel, do we walk in or out of this scene?
It's great. That's the great thing with the Asylum, and that as a director, they really give you a huge support system where the entire crew, the entire cast is super professional. At the same time, they are not prima donnas. You know, nobody has an attitude. It goes fast, and it has to go fast because we don't have much time, no big budget. So it's you have to be very, very fast.
I haven't done second unit in a very long time, but for Emmanuel, I'll do anything. In fact, being in the movie because of him, because I normally don't like acting, but he seems to be able to get me to do things I normally don't do. But that's a great thing to be able to do second unit on this and help out. Is that I was also a writer on it, so I understand the stuff that we need. You know, a lot of times in the past, when I was a second unit director many years ago, you know, you're not sure what they shot on first unit, you're not sure what the intent is or what they needed, and you do your best to kind of capture that. On this, it's like, you know, all right, we just did this scene, okay, I know what that's about, okay, you need me to go get this, we'll get that piece, or, you know, all right, we need to pull this together. And, you know, anything we needed to kind of support the movie to make sure we can get through it in the 12-day shoot that we had.
Only an elite squad can stop him. Attila.
Nice fucking shot. That's what we do.
Solomon's Temple, let's roll.
And I'm directing now. So
anyways, I'm second year director. Everything's great on the show. Everybody's getting along. You know, there's been no problems at all. The AGs are fantastic. The director is really good. There's no arguments.
Oh fuck!
You know, it's one of those things where, yeah, that they're just, you know.
You don't want that iPad, right?
Yeah, see, Emmanuel is a great director. Yeah, it's fun. Everybody gets along on the set, don't they? You know, there's...
Hi! I just want to figure out what's happening with the Nomad. He's a big guy. He's killing people. It's a bit awkward.